auction.
Live auction on a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home on 17 plus or minus acres in Christiana, featuring a workshop, shed, barn, 2 ponds, all fenced and cross-fenced. See you Saturday, March 18th at 10 a.m. More information at maplesrealtyandauction.com.
Maples Realty and Auction.
The Dave Ramsey Show, weekdays from 1 to 4.
WGNS, your good neighbor station.
Rutherford County's place to talk. Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. You know, MTE has helped provide light, comfort, and connection to our community since 1936. As your trusted energy advisor, MTE is always here to help. Connect online at mte.com or download the My MTE app. It's time to talk about the Center for the Arts today, and Rosemary Young is joining us. She is the marketing and design manager for the center, and a newbie here to radio, so we'd like to break in newbies. No hazing, though, this morning. How are you?
Good. I'm great. How are you?
Good. Doing very well. Good to have you. How long have you been at the Center for the Arts?
I've been at the center for a little bit over a year now. I interned for the center in spring of 2021 when I was a senior at MTSU. And I was just kind of doing administrative intern work. And then when I graduated from MTSU in December of 2021, Patience Long kind of brought me along on board in January, and then I fully started as the administrative and marketing manager in February of 2022.
So you're celebrating just over a year then.
Yes.
Yeah, exciting. I'm going to get you to pull that microphone over in front of you just a little bit. Yeah, swing it that way. That way we can hear you well. So this is obviously something that you wanted to do, I mean, at MTSU, design and that kind of work?
So actually, I'm fairly new to that.
Really?
I went to MTSU for music business. And I've just kind of always had a knack for visuals and graphic design. And I started off interested in CFTA because I was kind of going down the venue management route. And so I met Patience Long and we became buddies, and I took an interest in the theater and how she ran things. And now she kind of recognized that I had a talent for graphic design, and so she brought me along on that journey instead.
No, that's you never know.
Yeah, it's really odd. I never thought I'd be in the position that I am in, but I'm so thankful that I am. Yeah.
And sounds like, now that Regina has the reins and doing well, and
she's so
things
awesome.
keep going right along.
Yes.
And the future very, very bright at the Center for the Arts. Well,
Absolutely.
that's neat. Had you ever been involved in theater and that kind of stuff before?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I did several straight plays and like 1 or 2 musicals, but I was really into straight plays when I was younger. I haven't performed since. Kind of after COVID, I just haven't been much of a one to be in the spotlight, I guess.
Gotcha.
Kind of made me a little more introverted, but
it kind of, but I think a lot of people are trying to get out more, and
Yes.
same reason we're seeing sold out shows at the center, which is really cool to see.
Very cool. We actually just finished having our first weekend of Clue on Stage, which is our straight play. It's the only straight play that we're holding for 3 weekends in a row, just because it's a cult favorite. It's got a lot of a following. And that was presented by Ingram Content Group and directed by Denise Parton, who is actually in the production as well, which is really neat. But we just performed, like I said, 3 sold out shows this past weekend, and the remaining shows are sold out as well. But I just want to let everyone know that if that's something you're still interested in seeing, you're welcome to call our box office and get on our wait list. Okay.
So you said Clue was kind of a cult classic. So what makes it a cult classic, do you think?
The film, for sure. I read that that the film didn't do too well when it first came out, but then eventually it built like a kooky little following.
Yeah,
because,
that happens with some movies.
Yeah, kind of like Rocky Horror.
Yeah. Okay, so when I think of Clue, I think of it's a board game, right?
Yes, it's based off the Hasbro board game as well. Yes.
Gotcha. So, the shows, I know Rent did awfully well, and so did Joseph, and we're seeing people getting back in, and I think you've had to extend at least the last two with Clue and Rent, if not Joseph as well.
Yes, we've had to add several Saturday matinees. Unfortunately, we're not able to do that for this specific show, but we definitely had to do that for Joseph and Rent. It's been insane seeing the turnout at these shows and the anticipation for each of them, and as well as like the wait lists. Like we're starting to offer that now because people really want to see they show up, even if we're sold out. So that's really awesome.
Joining us today from the Center for the Arts is Rosemary Young. She is the marketing and design manager, and our first chance to get to talk with her on the radio today as well. But so I guess a lot of this graphic design stuff that we see at boroughlarts.org and on the social media and all that kind of stuff, that's what you do. That's your wheelhouse, huh?
Yes, exactly. Any of the posters, or if you come to our shows, our programs, or our new marketing screen that we have up front, really anything visual you see for the center, advertising, I've probably had my hand on it.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So you've got Clue, and I guess really probably getting ready for April, which will be the Sound of Music.
Sound of Music, yes. We're very excited for the Sound of Music. We just put out our cast announcement yesterday, so if you want to take a look at that, that's on our Facebook page. Tickets are on sale now, boroughlarts.org. Not sold out yet. so definitely make sure to grab your tickets before it's too late.
Well, the word is yet. History has shown us that the last three have been sold out. So I would say that if you want to get tickets, you should go ahead and get those because it's been selling out. And also, I guess you could still get some season tickets as well. And there are different packages. When it's like season tickets, you get to choose, and you don't have to go to every one. And there are really some very neat opportunities right there. Yes,
our season ticket holders are able to pick their seats in their shows before the general public is allowed to do that. It's before 2 months prior, so anytime before the 2-month period they can go in and get their seats. They probably already have seats for White Christmas right now, which is awesome.
Yeah Lots of great shows. Yes. And you can check boroughlarts.org to see what the 2023 season has in store coming up. Also, April brings the Backstage Bash, and I think last year was the first year since COVID, and boy, was it was just an event. It seemed like it was the breakout event. Everybody just was ready to go, and the Backstage Bash is awfully fun.
It is a fun event. We're really excited for it this year. It's coming up on April 22nd, and that's going to begin at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are going to become available to that this week or next week, and we have sponsorship and silent auction opportunities on our website right now.
Okay.
It's at boroughlarts.org/bash 2023, 2023-bash.
Okay. And you can find that very easily at boroughlarts.org. Yes. If you want to just take a look around the website. It's a great place to see what's coming up and what's going on. And, of course, this Backstage Bash helps you to, continue the great work that goes on stage and in the art gallery and with the kids, with CSA, all of that. This is your major fundraiser.
Yes, it is our only major fundraiser. It's our annual fundraiser throughout the year. So anything that we can raise to help our programs and continue what we're doing, and we want to involve as many people in that as possible.
Yeah. Well, let us know when those tickets go on or go live, and let us know about that, and we'll be sure to share the word.
Absolutely. We'll definitely be sharing that on our website and on our socials.
Okay. Very good. Backstage Bash, just go ahead and save the date, April 22nd, yes, and get those tickets ready to go. You mentioned, brought up the art gallery, and you told me quickly, who is at the art gallery right now, and then I just remembered Jeff and I are Facebook friends. We, Jeff Carlton at Franklin's Printworks, right?
Yes, the Jeff Carlton.
The Jeff Carlton, and some of his work is on display.
Yes, I met Jeff about a year ago when I first started at the center, and he does a lot of our printing through Franklin's Printworks, and so we kind of built a relationship there, and he is just the nicest guy. He's so kind, and something I didn't know about him is that he majored in commercial art at MTSU, and he's a painter. And so when that was brought to my attention, I was like, well, Jeff, you got to come into our gallery. You got to show off your work, man. So he was just, I don't think he'll let on to how excited he was, but he has got some beautiful pieces in our gallery, and our art gallery is actually open to the public 9 to 4 every day, Monday through Friday. So if you want to come check out his work, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I went at borougharts.org, and if you click on the gallery, you can see, just some of the some pictures of the prints that he has on display. And man, he is very, very talented.
Very talented.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll want to get there to check that out, and that's through the rest of the month, I'm assuming.
Yes, it's March 10th through the 31st.
Okay, so you got until the 31st to go see some of Jeff's work over at the art gallery at the Center for the Arts. And one final quick word about CSA. We mentioned Denise, and she's not only in Clue, but all of those things. But I don't know how this lady has enough energy.
Seriously,
it's
she's amazing.
Just keeping up with Denise. But CSA, you've got summer camps to tell people about.
Yes, we have our spring session coming up in April, and there's 5 classes that are going to be available to take, and those are ranging for ages between 3 and 18. So make sure to check those out. Registration does close for the spring classes on March 24th. And then we have 6 summer camps available in the summer, and that registration is going to close on May 5th. But there's lots of time still to look at those classes. We have a web page for each of those sessions on our website right now, and feel free to browse through and sign up if you're interested.
So there's a CSA tab, so it's that easy. And then there are the spring session and summer camps. It's all right there. And I've the kids that get involved, I know that Denise has talked about this, how some of them have grown up and now they're adults and they're still at the center. And so it's really great involvement. If you're brand new to it, go ahead and jump in and see what it's like.
Yeah, absolutely. Onward with that, one of the actors in Clue is actually one of her old students who plays Mr. Green.
How about that?
And he played Hamlet in our production of Hamlet last season as well. So it's just really cool to see these kids grow up and really come into their talent.
Very good. Well, Rosemary, thanks for stopping in today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
And again, our guest from the Center for the Arts has been Rosemary Young, Marketing and Design Manager. Hope you enjoyed the program, and that will do it for today's show. We'll see you back here next time.
This area depends on Roscoe Brown for HVAC, plumbing, and